Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back again for another week of the Buffalo Bills recap here on the page. I'm going to go over the Bills' heartbreaking defeat to the LA Rams this past Sunday. A game that the Bills put up 42 points. A game that Josh Allen scored 6 touchdowns. Threw for over 400, gained over 450 yards. Didn't turn the ball over. And we lost the game somehow. So we'll break that down here. I'll give my thoughts on it. But yeah, Buffalo traveled to LA this past week, and it was a game that, if you go back and listen to last week's video, I had a small fear that it could have been a trap game for the Bills. With this big Detroit matchup looming. It had the makings of being a game that, Buffalo was going up against a 6-6 team that just hadn't been very good, and Buffalo up until that point had 7-game win streak and looked unstoppable. So they came out, and the defense pretty much just crapped the bed on this game, and they I think maybe they had one stop the entire game. Forced the Rams to punt once, if I remember right, once or twice. I mean, just pathetic effort from the defense, man. They just they let the Rams do what they wanted on offense, and it was too much for the Bills to overcome on offense, and that's just embarrassing, because, like I said, Josh Allen had just another MVP performance where he, basically did everything himself, willed the team into the football game, and it wasn't enough. It's another game where Josh Allen was let down by his defense, let down by his coaches, and it seems to be the same song and dance with this coaching staff. And it may be low-hanging fruit to go after or to say something against the coaching staff after the team, was 10-2 prior to the game, and looked very good. But a game where your offense does something, or heck, not even the offense, just your quarterback does something that's never been done in NFL history before. He's the first quarterback to ever throw for 3 touchdowns and run for 3 touchdowns in a single game, and you lose the game. It's mind-blowing that they continue to find ways to lose. And you just get this feeling that Sean McDermott is the modern day Marty Schottenheimer, where he cannot win the big game, and he just can't handle the decision making in the big moments. And for as great of a coach as he may be, I don't see him being the guy that gets us to where we want to go. And the perfect example there is the Bills drive there when they're down 10 or down 9. They have it first and goal on the 2-yard line. All 3 timeouts. There was enough time on the clock where Buffalo could score and not have to go for the onside kick. I don't love the play call there, doing the quarterback sneak. Buffalo gets stuffed. Rather than hurry back to the line and draw up another play, McDermott burns a timeout there and essentially turns it into a must-have onside kick situation. And, a situation that you have a 6% chance or less to get. So boneheaded plays like that, and then it just it's kind of I'm out of words to describe how we've lost some of these games. But it was just, to summarize the entire game, it was Josh Allen versus the LA Rams, basically. He didn't get much run support and his receivers had an okay day, but this is why it's just so clear cut. And I'm not saying it's just because I'm a Bills fan or the Bills rep or whatever. I mean, just a game like Sunday is just a prime example of why Josh Allen is the MVP of the league. He should be multiple-time MVP of the league. Without Josh Allen on the Bills, they're probably worse than the Giants, and that's saying something. I mean, you take Josh Allen out of that Bills offense and you replace him with just your average run-of-the-mill quarterback. I mean, heck, you could replace him with anybody besides maybe Patrick Mahomes and maybe Jalen Hurts, and nobody gets close. And that's why it's for as great and historic of a season as Saquon's having, there's nobody more valuable to his team than Josh Allen is to the Bills, and I will die on that hill any day of the week. But look forward to this Sunday. Buffalo travels to Detroit to take on the Lions, to take on a Lions team that they look pretty darn hard to beat. So we'll see how the Bills fare here. The Lions have a dynamic offense that can score fast and score quick, and as we've seen, the Bills' defense is very flawed in a lot of areas. So we'll see. The Bills tend to play up or down to the level of their opponent. So maybe this week, going up against the team with the best record in the NFC, maybe the team steps up on defense and we have a good game. But if that same defense shows up to Detroit that got off the plane in LA, then this won't be a close game, no matter how many touchdowns Josh Allen puts up. It's got to be a total team effort. So hopefully Bobby Babich and Sean McDermott work some magic this week. I know they're dealing with a lot of injuries in the secondary in particular. So we may see the return of Micah Hyde this weekend. So that's something. But I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully the Bills, right the ship, and then we get ready to finish up the season, against the divisional opponents, and then get ready for the playoffs. And I guess that's really all I got for you. Sad that the Bills put up 42 points and no turnovers. Still found a way to lose, but oh well. Just making history in negative ways. Seems like every year that there's the game of the year category, and it's always the Bills on the losing end. And as of now, this has the potential to be the game of the year. I mean, it was really good, but Buffalo falls short. So 10-3, heading to Detroit. We'll see if McDermott and company get it straightened out. So we'll see y'all next week, man. Appreciate it. Go Bills.